Hi and welcome to
An introduction to GIS. So, what is GIS?
GIS stands for Geographic Information System.
So, GIS simply is a system that captures, that stores, analyzes, and visualizes spatial data. So, you would be wondering, so now what is spatial data? Spatial data simply means information that has a geographic component. That is, it relates to a specific place or location on Earth. So, the types of data. Number one, spatial data. As explained before, it is coordinate based, meaning it has geographical components. So, it explains where a feature is. And an example is vector data. So vector data are simply points, lines, and polygons. So points are used to explain where things are. For example, points, let me say schools points, then lines are used to show where roads are. And polygons can be used to explain where boundaries are, an area, or for example the state boundary is an area. So raster data are continuous data sets like satellite images or elevation models. So examples are TIFF, IMG, PNG. So basically these are pictures or images. Number two, attribute data. So attribute data explains what a feature is. That's rows and columns for properties, name, height, size, etc. So it basically is a tabular format. So the next are the key components of GIS. So number one is hardware. So the hardware, they are physical devices that are needed for GIS to function. So examples are computers or GPS device, and then drones for data collection. Number two is software. So GIS software helps to provide the tools that we use for managing these or GIS data, for analyzing and visualizing our geographic data. Now examples are ArcGIS, QGIS, ERDAS Imagine, Google Earth Pro, and so on and so forth. Number three is data. So GIS relies on various types of data. We explained before, there are spatial data which are in vector and raster formats, and the non-spatial data which are tabular data. So they can come from various sources like maps, satellite images, surveys, and databases. Number four are the people. So skilled professionals are important for planning, they're important for designing, they're important for implementing and operating the GIS system. So they include cartographers. So the cartographers make the maps, analyzes geographic data, then field surveyors, they collect and capture geographic data, and then there are decision makers that use this GIS data that has been captured and then analyzed to make decisions. So the last is the method. So the method simply is the procedure and the technique that was used in collecting, analyzing, and then presenting the spatial data. And it includes data storage, the management, processing of this data, analyzing the data, and output presentation. And so there you have it.